Well, something that you said earlier with all the numbers of the marketing is, do you know your numbers? That's the question is, as a contractor, as a business owner, do you know your numbers? Because you knew your numbers, even though you started out with the mail order magazine.
I
Right?
know my numbers because here's what. First of all, we have a budget that gets done. But back in the day, I'm like, well, how can I don't know. And I boiled it down to three numbers. Then I wrote a book on it.
Right.
Because I'm like, well, this is how I figured this out. And it was, you need three numbers to know if your business is successful or not: sales, overhead, and gross profit margin. And you could have less sales, but reduce your overhead, or increase your gross profit margin and still be successful. So it's those three numbers and how you dial them in or not: sales, overhead, and gross profit margins. Okay, so here's my sales goal, here's my overhead to get it, and here's my anticipated gross profit margin of selling my stuff. Oh, geez, my gross profit margin, instead of making 50% on these ponds, I'm making 40%. I either better increase sales or decrease my overhead so that at the end of the year, my number is my number. So and you don't look at it on April 1st when you file your taxes. You look at it every single month. Where am I at ahead? What do I have to tweak? Hey, boss, can we buy a new truck? You tell me. How many more ponds can we sell if we're going to increase our overhead this much to pay for the payments for that truck? I don't want to be anybody's daddy. So I would say to my guys, you want a raise? No problem. If you want a raise, how much more money are you going to bring into the company so that I can pay it? Well, I don't know. Well, here's the sales, overhead, and gross profit margins of our numbers. You do the numbers and come back to me. How many people actually do it this much? How many people actually think I should be paid more? The answer is everybody wants more money, but how many people are actually going to do the work? I tell everybody, we're an open book. We'll tell you what our sales, overhead, and gross profit margin is if you work in the warehouse, the construction team, or the management team. And if we are going to have more money, then we need to either cut our overhead, increase our sales, or increase our gross profit margins. Simple as that.